This podcast contains paid advertisements, but more on that later. Welcome to the O'Connor Bootstrap Podcast, where I discuss how you can grow your business by the bootstraps. This applies to all entrepreneurs, from the person just starting up to the one that is already well established. My goal is to help you grow. I am your host, Isaiah O'Connor. Okay, today's sponsor is one of my old favorites, Audible.com, audiobooks. It's a great little place to go get audiobooks. I love their app. Very easy to use. You can do bookmarks. You can skip ahead. You can speed up, slow down, all that good stuff. But that's not the best part about it. Best part about it is reading is so important for any leader, any entrepreneur, any bootstrapper. Reading is so important. Audible makes this easy, especially if you're a guy like me who has 2 kids at home and is running a business, running a podcast. Very, very busy guy. I can't sit down and read as much as I would like to, but I can listen. I have opportunities to listen in the car. When I'm out working, doing other stuff, I have times I can listen to things. And so Audible comes in at that point. So check out Audible. It's only $15 a month. You get a book a month. It's an amazing way to build up your business skills, your life skills. Great place to go. And my book recommendation is for today on Audible is EntreLeadership. What is EntreLeadership? Well, EntreLeadership is a combination of the word of entrepreneur and leader. The book is by Dave Ramsey. And here's a little summary from the publisher. If you're at all responsible for your company's success, you can't just be a hard-charging entrepreneur or a motivating, encouraging leader. You have to be both. This book presents Dave's playbook for creating work that matters, building an incredible group of passionate, empowered team members, and winning the race with steady momentum that will roll over any obstacle. Regardless of your business goals, you'll discover that anyone can lead any venture to unbelievable growth and prosperity through Dave's common sense counterculture EntreLeadership principles. Great book. I love this book. It's really helped me develop as a businessman, as a leader. It's amazing. You can go check it out. If you use the link, you can use the link in the description below. You get a free month's trial. 30 days, 3 months. You get to keep the book forever. Cancel. You keep the book. Continue with the trial. Still keep the book. The book is yours forever. You can go back decades later, pull it up, and it will be there for you anytime you want. So check it out, audible.com, EntreLeadership. Wonderful book. And the reason I bring up that group is Dave Ramsey. I've mentioned him a lot. He's been a huge influence on my life. His Financial Peace book, his Financial Peace University, his book, The Soul Mind Makeover, have been amazing in my financial life. And then he produced the EntreLeadership book, and now he has a whole separate part of his organization focused on leadership and business development and leader development. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is he has a EntreLeadership Facebook group, and he has an EntreLeadership Tribe Facebook group for leaders to go and hang out. Now, one thing about this is I have to encourage you, you have to go out and be where leaders are. Hang out with businessmen any way you can. Be it virtually, online, be it in person. Now, I'll do a whole nother podcast on that very soon. But my roundabout way of getting to this point is I was sitting there reading through the post by leaders, and one of the leaders said this: is COVID hampering your hustle, or is it just masking your excuses? Now, this leader is a guy named Lee Biles, and he has a website, leebiles.teachable.com. The reason I'm giving him a little shout out there is I actually asked his permission to use this question in today's podcast because it was such an amazing question. I just had to use it, but I want to give respect and honor to the guy who said it. Very good point. He makes a great point. When disaster strikes, when hardships hit, when you go through, life bring you life circumstances that are rough, sometimes we use that to hide our excuses about not getting things done that we need to be getting done. Well, I'm a little sick now, so I can't go out and do what I need to do. Matter of fact, a few years ago, I had quit my job because the boss I had was, quite honestly, awful. Really, really bad. Won't go into details, but quite possibly the worst boss I have ever had in my life. Now, when I quit, right after I quit, I got really, really sick for a good week or two, and I wasn't feeling good. Now, yeah, I was really sick, so that was real. But I used that to mask my excuse of not going out and hustling and trying to find another job. Yeah, I was sick, but I could have been going out there looking for work, sending in, at least writing up, fixing my resume, at least sending out my resume, applying for jobs. There's a lot of things I could have done because I was sick, while I was sick, I mean. But I was so demoralized from the experience working with that guy. I let my get up and go, get up and leave. My hustle was gone. And I used being sick as my excuse to cover my excuse of I'm just don't have any energy to do this. I let being sick cover up all my excuses of I just don't want to work right now. I just don't want to go through that nonsense again. And it held me back. It took me 3-4 months or more, I can't remember exactly, to snap out of it and finally get a job and get moving again. Much to the consternation of my wife, who was going crazy with me at home, pouting, throwing a pity party, feeling sorry for myself. Now, it's easy to let something like COVID-19 do the same for you. I mean, right now, in the entertainment industry, in the event industry, it's really, really rough. With all the restrictions on event sizes, it's really hard to do big events. It's really hard to make money. It's really hard to sell balloons, balloon decorations for big events. It's been rough. It has been rough. And I know a couple of the event companies here that are still yet to get up and running again. No clients at all. They're taking it harder than I have. Fortunately for me, I've been getting some work with proper precautions, smaller groups, smaller events, and things are starting to warm up and open up for me here. So that's great. But when this hit, I could have said, well, I guess I can't work my business anymore. I might as well sit on my butt and let it steal my hustle. And I've just got to be with my boys. They're home from school, and I'm too busy with my family. I can't get anything done, and use it as an excuse. But instead, I went out and I got the business, went out and started tree planting. Not got the business, but went out and started tree planting to provide for my family. Matter of fact, I've talked to other balloon artists who got slammed by this and the business got shut down and they found another job in the meantime because they hustle. So this time around, I didn't let it steal my hustle. This time around, I had very good reason just to not work on my business and not hustle. No customers, no clients, not even allowed to go out really and do anything. COVID-19 made a mess out of everything, but yet I was still able to find a way to hustle. Now, look at yourself in your situation. You may be slammed hard or harder than I have by this mess. It can knock the wind out of yourselves. It's not easy to get slammed by something like this. It's no fun. I've been there, done that. It's not fun. But if you're not hustling, is it really because you can't hustle because of COVID-19? Or is that just kind of an excuse that's covering your real lack of drive? And then how do you fix that? Well, first you have to realize that's what the problem is. When I realized when I was sick and not wanting to go out and hustle and get a job, and I was so upset that being sick was just an excuse, then I got off my butt and went out and got a job. So I did find a way to push through and get back on track. It took me a little bit, but I did. And sometimes you have to just look, hey, this knocked the wind out of myself. So yeah, it knocked me off course, threw me for a loop, but you have to shake it off, look around, go, hey, despite this mess, I'm going to find a way to hustle. Despite this mess, maybe I can work another job. Despite this mess, maybe I can work on ways to make my business better. Maybe I can come up with ways to come back. Maybe I can create a recovery plan. Maybe I can do things so when things open up, I can come out of the gate swinging and swing for the fences and knock it out of the park. You have to look around you, change your mindset, find a way to hustle, find a way to do something else, find a way to push through and get going. Don't let this knock you down. Just look at it as a way to find other opportunities, other open doors. There's a saying in the Christian world that if the Lord closes one door, he opens another. And Christian or no, it's a very good thing to realize that when a door gets closed, you just have to look around and find a new door that's open. Anyway, guys, don't forget to hustle. Don't let this knock you down. And if it has, get up, dust yourself up, and keep going. Because that's what makes people great, is people who do get knocked down, but they get up and keep going. You can refer back to my podcast about never giving up. Get hit, get knocked down, get up, go again. Get hit, get knocked down, get up, and get back going again. Do not let things like this steal your hustle. Anyway, you have a great day. Bye-bye. Remember to get your free half-hour consultation by using our contact page and the links below. If you found value in this content, please give us a 5-star rating on whichever podcast platform you use. It is very helpful if you share this with your friends. If you'd like to directly support this podcast, I have a few donation links in the description, or you can check out the show sponsors. You have been listening to the O'Connor Bootstrap podcast, which is an Atheoz Business Solutions podcast. Our companion podcast, the Atheoz Business Podcast, which is hosted by Jason St. Clair. Our past episodes and related blogs, you can check out our website at www.atheoz.com, which is www.atheoz.com or atheoz.com. Remember, you can also check us out on the O'Connor Bootstrap Podcast Facebook group, where you can interact with me and other people who are bootstrappers and entrepreneurs. The link is in the description. Come check us out. I would love to interact with you. And until next time, I'm your friendly neighborhood entrepreneur, Isaiah O'Connor. See you later.